Bobby out for that. I don't stress about it, I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Anchorage taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I think it'll stop him from trying again the rest of this game.
Got a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Come on, set.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Smash, red. Set.
The Lance going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Blue striker.
Here's Lance. Try. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with it. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Terry Carpenter. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ready?
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Lance now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Set.
And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Bijan Robinson, 33 yards. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Looking deep here for Chase. And that is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man right side is St. Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jackson's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. For the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this 1st half. It's a 1st down. Jackson. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
First down, Snowhawks.
Hey, report.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking deep here for Chase. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing is Jackson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Snowhawks.
They go play action now. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Prater, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know. May signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Okay.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Striker, 3-3.
To throw, it's Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Come on,
3rd and 12. Here's Lance to throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And Jackson throwing once more. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
No, we change it.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Again, Jackson. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing his Lance on third down. He's across midfield, and he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Lance, that'll be caught. It's caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Snowhawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Prater for the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Moore now on the return.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give to Robinson on the option.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 10, touchdown, 49ers. Michael Carter, 65 yards. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
He's got a man, complete. And a huge play that time. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Snowhawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Robinson with another carry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. signs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one. That hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, Robinson.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now Jackson on first down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jackson.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they take a knee. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. What you gonna get to it? It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get